Hey guys, today I just wanted to make a video on my underrated beauty products. These are things that I really love and I just don't know why people don't talk about these or haven't discovered these yet. So I'm not really going in a specific order. I'm just kind of picking things up and seeing how it goes. The first thing I'm going to mention is the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. Some people talk about this, but not very many. I have very oily eyelids, and this works amazing on me. It keeps my eyeshadows lasting without creasing. I've recently been wearing the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it has started to crease in this inner part of my, like the inner crease. It's been my eyeshadow's been starting to crease there, so I'm using the Urban Decay Primer. But I love this one. I think it works exactly the same as Urban Decay, if not better, and this costs $1. The next thing are these Milani Shadow Eyes pencils. I have mine in Royal Purple and Champagne Toast. The only person I heard talking about these was Crystal is 007. She hauled these a long time ago and I knew I had to pick them up. I first picked up the purple shade because I knew the purple color tattoo was kind of patchy, so I still wanted a purple, so I picked this up instead. And this is a much better version of the NYX Jumbo pencils. They only come in 6 shades. There is the purple and the champagne, a blue, a green, a white, and a brown, I believe. So not as many shades as the NYX Jumbo pencils, but these last. They don't crease. You could wear them on their own. These are both fantastic. I'll swatch them for you really quick. I talked about these in my Cream Shadow Eye Base Hits and Misses, which I'll link up here. So in case you want more depth review on them. And these don't budge once they set. They are highly pigmented. They have a metallic finish. They're long lasting and water resistant. And I have to agree with all of those claims. And like I said, these crease on me really easily. So here are these 2 shades right here, the purple and the champagne. And you can get those wherever you can buy Milani, but I can only get mine at CVS, and they're about $6, but I definitely recommend those for an eye base or just wearing it by itself. They're really easy to apply because they are in that pencil form. You can blend them out with your finger, or you can leave them as is. I have a couple looks that I wear those with and I really like. The next thing is this mascara, which I love it to death because the name has rubbed off completely. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I talked about this in my top 3 mascara video, which I'll link up here. But this mascara, the only person I've ever heard talk about this was Nicole Guerrero, or Guerrero19, or I think that's what her username is. And it's kind of like a diamond in the middle. And this really gets in your lashes and lengthens them. And this is I have mine in number 3, Extreme Black, and this is Extreme Black. It adds a lot of pigment to your eyelashes, and I really like this and definitely recommend it. And it is Rimmel, so you can get that at any drugstore. The next product is an eyebrow pencil, and if you haven't seen my eyebrow tutorial using this, I'll link that up here. And my rant video on my eyebrows, I talk about it and I'll link that up here. But this is just in the color Blonde. And this is perfect. I heard City and Makeup talk about this. Said that this color was very comparable to the MAC eyebrow pencil for blondes. I can't remember what it's called. Fling? Is that the one for blonde? I don't know. Anyway, the reason that I love this so much is, it won't show up on my hand. The reason I love this so much is because it does not pull red. This is nice, this is good for my eyebrows. It's pretty perfect. And this is the only eyebrow pencil that does not pull red on me. I have the hardest time with that. Everything wants to pull red. And this does not. This costs, I think, $1.50 from Ulta. And the only bad thing about it is you do have to sharpen it, but not that big of a deal, and it's only $1.50, and I love this. The next thing I'm going to talk about would be this Almay eyeshadow trio. Now I only have one trio, and I got this from Big Lots actually because I think this one was discontinued. This is the Trio for Green 024. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I think I have. But this, I went to a Mary Kay consultation and the woman put on colors on my eyes that were the most complimentary and to enhance the color of my eyes, which are like greenish hazel. And the woman put these exact colors on there, like, and of course I didn't buy the Mary Kay thing. She just was using me as a model for one of her, for her book. So I just went for that, and I was at Big Lots one day and I came across this and I just was so excited. This complements so well. These are extremely pigmented and very smooth. I think Almay is a very underrated brand. I don't think people try very many things in there. I know Emily Noel 83 really likes some of their mascaras. I don't know if you can see these colors here. This is a champagne, like a maroony purple, and a cream color right there, but those complement my eye colors. They are very pigmented and it's from the drugstore, so it's inexpensive. But I definitely recommend Almay eyeshadow trios. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I think it's kind of new, so maybe that's why people haven't really talked about. This is the NYX Nude Matte Eyeshadow. I think I've talked about this in the favorites, but this is the color Haywire, which is like a deep purple with some brown to it. This is an extremely pigmented matte eyeshadow, which is amazing because most mattes are not very pigmented, like MAC matte shadows. Like matte squared is fine, but regular matte like is super sucks. That's color right there. This is so gorgeous and so pigmented. I'm picking up and this is the nude matte eyeshadow, so since they're nude, a lot of them are very natural browns. So of course I picked up the non-neutral shade and I picked up this dark purpley brown, but this looks gorgeous. I like to add this to deepen up the outer corner, and it pulls the look together. It's really nice and pigmented. The only thing is when you use your brush in here, you will get a bit of fallout, so make sure to tap off the brush. But this is seriously amazing. I'm getting another color for Christmas, a different purple, but I definitely recommend you check these out. I buy mine at Ulta. The last thing I'm going to talk about are brushes. The first being this Up and Up crease brush, which you can buy at Target. This is what I use for blending. It's amazing. This costs like $2. And then the other eye brushes are the e.l.f. eyelid brush and the e.l.f. blending brush I use for the eyelid and crease. These are amazing. They're only $1. You do not need to use Sigma brushes to have amazing makeup. These work just as well. So yeah guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.